What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the breakdown. I'm Alex here with Peyton Cameron. Today we're going to be talking about NFL quarterbacks. And we're going to rank them, talk about our favorites, guys we like, guys we don't like. Let's get right into it.
Okay, so
Big argument over number one.
No. I feel like there's a 1A, 1B, 1C. But that's just me.
I got four guys. In my top tier, I got four guys. I got Aaron Rodgers is my one, Patrick Mahomes is my two, Josh Allen is my three, Justin Herbert is my four.
Keep in mind, that's a Packers fan. So that's a Packers fan player.
But it's still Aaron Rodgers.
I know. I have Rodgers 3.
Over who's behind? Who's
I have
over
Mahomes
Rodgers?
and Allen.
Mahomes is number one.
I have Mahomes and Allen.
Mahomes
It's
is
Aaron
number
Rodgers.
It's-
It's Aaron Rodgers.
Mahomes has 5. Yeah,
He's
like,
a bad man. He's a literal bad man.
He's a bad man.
Like, Stephen A would say it's a bad man, Aaron Rodgers.
also the owner of the Chicago Bears. If y'all did not know that. No.
So you have, who do you have one? Mahomes?
I have 1A, 1B, Mahomes and Allen.
If you had to choose one, who would you take, Mahomes or Allen?
I'd probably take Allen.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wow.
So you got Allen, you have Mahomes.
I have
and
Mahomes
Rodgers.
one.
No, I'll take Mahomes.
Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL.
I got
That's
Mahomes.
not gonna
I got
exist.
Mahomes at two.
I got Mahomes.
And Josh Allen at
It's
three.
tough.
As a very good three.
I have Mahomes, Rodgers, then Allen. Yeah.
And I think Herbert is just.
I'm putting Brady at 4. I can't throw away Brady. I think Brady's at 4.
I was harsh on Herbert, but I looked back into it and I realized that his team's failures were actually on the terrible defense instead of Herbert. So I'm in on Herbert. He's my 4.
I think
he's in that top tier for
one
me, 100%.
ridiculous thing that NFL fans are throwing out there is a comparison between Burrow and Herbert.
I agree.
Honestly,
It's Herbert
it's
by a
not
landslide
close.
for me.
It's not
It's Herbert
close.
by a landslide for me.
Herbert's way more athletic. One of the best. I think him and Mahomes, one of the best arms in the league.
I want
wanna
my
say-
the raw flesh.
When did we let Joe Burrow get so overrated? I'm
Dude,
sorry.
honestly-
I get Joe Burrow's cool. I get, we all
Joe
he's a
Shiesty,
likable
yeah.
guy, Joe Shiesty. He's gotten extremely overrated.
You give anybody T. Higgins, Tyler Ward, Jamar Chase, dude.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
You give Mahomes that combo, he's throwing for 7,000.
You go look at the playoff run last year. Like, if you look at who really carried them to the Super Bowl, it was that defense. Go look at the games they won. The defense won them most of their games, not Joe Burrow. It was the defense. The game against the Titans, they had like 8 sacks. Who won them that game?
Yeah.
Defense.
I can get.
I
behind
get they
that.
improved their O line.
I feel like
So who else is above Burrow for you?
For me, I got Brady, Deshaun Watson,
Deshaun
Kyler Murray.
Watson's my 5. I think
I
Deshaun
got
Watson's
Deshaun.
my
so. Wait, so
6.
Herbert's your 6?
Herbert's my 6.
Wow. You have Watson over Herbert?
Y'all are throwing away a Watson?
No, Watson hasn't played in a year, and he may not even play next year.
I got Herbert over Watson.
I-
As good as
I feel-
Watson
I feel
is,
like-
I mean, Herbert is.
I feel like-
Watson's mobility is
When
generational.
Watson, like
Herbert is very actually sneaky. Like Herbert's actually pretty mobile.
I feel
Sneaky. Watson's
no.
not sneaky.
The year before all of the allegations, I had Watson as a top 3 guy.
He was.
Watson was carried an atrocious Texans team and they beat the Bills. Josh Allen led.
Okay,
the-
Okay, but
Josh
that was
Allen,
not the
way
Josh
before
Allen we know
peak
now.
Josh Allen.
That was not the same Josh
That
Allen.
was
That was the Josh Allen who like threw the ball in the air just for no reason for that lateral. I mean, that's not the same Josh Allen.
It's not the
Yeah,
same Josh
no.
Allen, but he's still the same talent level.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
Josh Allen, what?
But
Josh
if you-
Allen
if you-
now
if you
compared
gave
to
this
Josh
guy-
Allen a couple years.
If you
back
gave this
in that
Josh
game,
Allen and put it on that Bills team, Josh Allen's beating that Texans team.
by like 2 touchdowns.
It took didn't was that the game when Watson got kicked in the eye and then threw up that?
That was the
miraculous-
game where like it was like they like had him
Threw it to the
basically
running
dead
back.
to rights and like
he threw it to the running backs and they went for like this.
sacked and like he
Yeah.
broke like 3 tackles.
Yeah, you put Allen on that team where he is right now, and that's.
I mean,
close.
but if we're talking about guys above Burrow, I got Russell Wilson, Kyler, Matthew Stafford, Deshaun Watson, Brady, and then the other guys we just talked about. I think
you
those
said
are,
above Burrow.
I think those are no brainers.
You don't think Lamar's above Burrow?
No, I don't.
You don't think Lamar's above Burrow?
No, I don't.
You know Lamar has the most wins before age 25 and like as a quarterback in NFL history.
I don't care.
You don't care?
I'm not.
You don't care about wins.
You don't care about winning.
I care about. I
He's
care
a
about.
Packers fan.
I
He
care
don't
about.
care about
I
winning.
care about playoff wins. I don't see Lamar. I don't see Lamar.
So Rodgers is your number 1?
Dude, wait, Burrow's had one good playoff run.
Okay, and
He's
I'm
had one
comparing.
good playoff run.
And Lamar's had 0.
How many championships does Rodgers have in the last 5 years?
Wait,
We're not talking about Rodgers
But if you
anymore.
care
Well,
about
you're
winning,
using the
if you
criteria.
care about winning, why is Brady not above Herbert?
Okay, no.
You
Listen.
put Brady on
No.
any team, they're
y'all,
instant-
y'all,
instant.
y'all are taking this out of context.
No.
I'm looking at the best quarterback and who I think would give a team a best chance to win. I think Joe Burrow gives the team a better chance to win than Lamar Jackson does.
But Lamar's wide receivers, his wide receiver 2 was a rookie Rashad Bateman.
That was
Bro,
hurt.
Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown. Mark
Yeah.
Andrews is like a wide receiver 1.
Okay, those 2, but not compared to Burrow's 3.
Lamar
along
has,
with
Lamar has
Uzomah,
trouble. Lamar has trouble throwing the ball. He's not an accurate passer.
He has
as
trouble
Burrow.
throwing the ball, but he can go off for games where he has 400 passing
the
yards
play-
and 100 rushing yards.
Okay, have we ever seen him do it in the playoffs? No. I
Okay,
don't.
but you talk about the playoffs. Burrow's had one good playoff run.
Okay,
Like,
but
we can't base it off just
Okay,
that.
but I think that in a playoff scenario with both of them, I think that Burrow has a better chance to take you far just because he has that elite passing. I think that's what works in the playoffs. Is that elite passing? I mean, we haven't seen it yet, but I don't see teams that are gonna let Lamar run all over them in the playoffs.
You
I just
say
don't see
elite
that.
passing, but then you say he got carried by his defense.
I know, but he's an elite passer. I'm saying he didn't play
I
well
don't
in the
think he's
playoff.
an
run.
elite passer.
I think he's an elite passer.
I think Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are elite ball catchers.
I agree.
Well, I also want to say the guys that I have above Burrow, like I do think Burrow is overrated to the point where he's above those guys, but he's no slouch. Like guys like Russell Wilson, Kyler are no brainer over Burrow
I
for
think
me.
I have Burrow
But
like right outside my 10.
I mean, he's right at my 10, and I think that's very fair.
I think it's fair,
But
but I
he's
feel like
still top
I feel
10
like
elite.
there's
But he's
I feel
gotten
like-
overrated to the
feel
point
like
where
there
people are
could
talking
be-
about him top 5. That's a little
I
outrageous.
feel like there
I
could
think-
be 12 guys you would take over Burrow, like debatable.
I couldn't take more than those.
So you
9.
wouldn't debate Carr or Lamar over?
I could
Burrow?
debate Dak and Lamar.
I could debate.
I don't think Derek Carr's better.
I think honestly, Joe Burrow is a better version of Dak. I think they're very similar.
Dak-
Yeah, I think they're very similar.
Dak's a great leader. I mean,
Joe Burrow's.
Dak came off a
Now, y'all got me going from saying how overrated Joe Burrow was, and now I gotta defend. Now I'm defending him out here.
Dak. Well, Dak
Dak's
came
not
off
really mobile anymore. He's not really
anymore,
mobile
but he's an
anymore.
elite. He's
But
he's
he
more
can-
of an elite
he
passer
can-
than
he can
Burrow.
get
Burrow's a better
first down.
passer.
He
No,
can
Burrow's a
first.
better passer than Dak.
maybe.
I mean, I think it's close. I have
disagree.
Burrow over Dak, and they're 10 and 11 for me. I love Derek Carr, but I can't put Derek Carr over Joe Burrow.
I feel like after
really
this year,
love-
Carr will jump
I
into the top 10.
love Derek Carr. I have Derek Carr over Lamar.
Oh
I
my
don't
gosh.
care. I don't
I
care.
love Carr
I
too.
don't care. So I love Carr.
I think me and
Carr
Alex
with
will agree on
10?
this. Me and Alex will agree on this. We both love Carr. I think after this year, he'll.
Carr's also the
catapult to
best
top
leader
10.
in the NFL. There's no doubt on
Behind
that
Brady.
for me. Carr's the best leader in the NFL.
Behind Brady.
All right, that's fine. Brady can be better.
Behind Brady.
Brady's one for everything. One in my heart.
What do y'all think of like the Matthew Stafford and the Russell Wilsons of the world?
I'd take Matthew Stafford over Burrow.
Yeah, and I think that's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, I agree. I
Matthew
think
Stafford did have a lot of inconsistency this year, like before jumping into the playoffs, and I think that roster around Stafford was very good.
Oh, agreed. But
I think I could put probably. I think I'd probably put Russell Wilson above Stafford.
really,
Yeah,
honest.
I think Stafford's
Wilson's-
like my 9 or 10.
Wilson's been injured. He had a rough season last year because
I don't know. It's hard for me to judge Wilson just because of how bad that Seattle situation, especially like the coaching, like
They
Oh,
ran
yeah.
the ball.
the
like-
ground and pound with Russell Wilson just never really made sense to me. And the O line was terrible too.
Russell Wilson's one of the most accurate quarterbacks I've ever seen in my lifetime. The deep
yeah.
ball, the
The
short
deep
accuracy.
balls.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
he's god tier deep ball for
like
us.
I was talking about elite passing. He's elite passing.
I feel like Stafford's up there too.
Oh, deep. I think the
Like
guy
no
for
elite
me,
passing.
Oh, I agree. Stafford's an elite passer.
Yeah.
I think the guy for me that I think's gotten really overlooked is I think Kyler Murray's gotten to the point where he's a little underrated.
Mm.
When
I
healthy,
mean,
when,
he was-
health-
he
when
got-
healthy, he could be a top 5 guy.
Yeah, but you can
He
say that for a
struggles to
lot
be
of
healthy,
people.
though.
Like Dak when healthy was up there because he was throwing for upwards of 4,500 yards.
What? Watson was up there when he was past the allegations. Let's just say that.
But yeah, I think Kyler's passing ability plus
His
Like-
rushing, like
like
I mean, when you look
Kind
at
of-
the
it's kind of
game, if you
unstoppable.
look at the games when he's like fully healthy, like go. I mean, he's at the start of the season when he's healthy, he's incredible, and he looks
Yeah.
like the MVP front runner. Then he
I
gets
feel
injured
like-
of some sort, and then he just doesn't look
how
the
many
same.
how many games is D Hop out next year?
His
6?
first 6.
First 6. So you think that's gonna take a toll on him? In
I
his
think a
production?
little bit. They still have Hollywood, though.
Hollywood.
They did trade for Hollywood, and they will have Rondell Moore.
and they have Zach Ertz.
Okay.
So
I have a big time question for you on this list. I see Trey Lance above Matt Ryan.
yeah,
Lance hasn't played
Lance did play 2 games last year.
Yeah,
Matt
2.
Ryan has a whole career. He's an MVP.
I think
He is
some.
an
I
MVP.
think some.
I think
well,
Matt Ryan
honestly,
had
look
4,600
at this
yards.
with Matt Ryan at 20 and say
42.
that I might have Matt Ryan too high.
No.
Whoa.
I mean, I like.
He's
Matt
on the
Ryan.
Colts?
I mean, I like Matt Ryan. He's out of his prime, but I think that he's still a decent quarterback. But I think that Trey Lance is going to be. If I'm projecting out. I think Trey Lance will be better.
So where do you think Trey Lance will end if he starts the full year? Because you have him at 19 now, which I think me and Peyton agree is way too high.
I think he could jump Hurts, jump Winston. I think he could jump all
You
of
have
these.
Hurts over Winston?
Winston over
Winston
Hurts.
over Hurts?
Yeah, no brainer for me.
No brainer?
No brainer for me.
He led them to the playoffs.
And they got smoked.
He led them to the playoffs. This is as a second year.
Again, they played a crappy schedule. I mean, I think
I think
Winston
Hurts
is
is
slept
better
on.
than
We're acting like Winston wasn't leading the Saints last year before he got injured.
Injured. Yeah, he's injured.
He's gonna come back and he's gonna lead that
Oh,
team. That could be a
The,
sneaky
the,
wild
Eagle,
card
the
team.
Eagles could win their division next year. They got so much better.
I
They traded for
gotta
AJ.
see Jalen Hurts show the elite passing ability
Well,
before
I
can put him
I
above
think
Jameis
I
Winston.
think you take it away from Hurts because in that scheme with whoever, what's his name?
Nick Sirianni.
His
But-
play calling is awful.
Well, I think
I think
they,
he
I
gave
think,
up play
well, I think
calling
they
rights
run.
to
I
their-
think they run that scheme because if Jalen Hurts could pass the ball like elite, they wouldn't run that scheme. But that's what they're forced to do because they didn't run that with Wentz when Wentz was in his
MVP
Wentz was in his
caliber.
Well, that's
prime
with
days.
Doug Peterson, but
Mhm.
I know, but I'm saying like I think that you're forced to run that with Hurts because he's not a gunslinger. He's not going to go out there and sling it for 300 yards every game. That's like the
I
option
feel like he
in
can
the
get
rushing.
there though. And I
I
feel
mean,
like next year he
I-
definitely will.
I wanna see-
As he
I-
has a
I wanna
star-
see it
But who was
for
this?
me.
Who was this guy last year?
Dante Smith, Goddard, those are 2 solid guys.
I'm
Solid,
saying-
but you had AJ that who's a top 10 guy.
I'm saying you're talking about guys that can sling it. You have Mac Jones and Tannehill over Winston. So what separates them from Winston?
accuracy.
I mean,
Mac Jones.
accuracy. Yeah, Mac Jones is he's a game manager and he keeps the ball to the other teams.
Do what you got to
hands.
do
I
to win
mean,
games.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's not pretty. He's not flashy, but I mean,
Same with Tannehill.
he was the best rookie
But
quarterback
I'm saying
last year.
Hurts got them to the playoffs. So what's the difference?
So
So
did Mac
did
Jones. So
Tannehill and-
Tannehill won his division.
and-
Mac
and
Jones
Mac
got them to the
Jones.
That's
playoffs.
what I'm saying. Why isn't Hurts above Winston then?
Because
I feel like I'm with that.
I think Winston's just a better passer. I think Winston's gonna. I think Winston's just better. I mean,
I think.
that say what you want about.
Okay.
Say what you want about the bias, but I like
I think-
Jameis Winston.
I
I'm
know.
gonna put him above
I mean,
Jalen
Vince Young
Hurts.
is a great quarterback, by the way. Like,
I'm gonna put Jameis above Jalen
Yeah, that's
Hurts.
crazy. Johnny Manziel too.
And they're right next to each other.
Oh yeah,
so you
no,
know-
Tannehill. For real. Tannehill should be top 10.
I mean, I think that's a fair ranking for Tannehill and Mac Jones. I think this tier of Kirk Cousins, Tannehill, and Mac Jones is. I think those guys are all 3 like right next to each other.
The mid white guys.
Yeah, they are. They're all. That's true. They are like the super mid quarterbacks. They aren't.
I don't
great,
know.
but-
I mean, you can't like mid quarterback, but he's a rookie. Like,
I mean,
yeah,
Mac Jones is good.
he had like the best. He had like the highest completion percentage as a rookie
He's not a
quarterback
top.
ever.
He's not a top dog.
This bias
I'm just
is
saying,
crazy.
he
in
could
this
be.
room.
He could be like.
The bias
like,
in this room is crazy.
Dude, no, but like you see these guys and you see how like Kirk is thrown to like Jay Jettas and you see like Tannehill's thrown to like AJ Brown when he's healthy and then it's like Mac thrown to Nelson Aguilar.
Mac can jump up the rankings with a good season this year. I can't go and put one season Mac Jones over Kirk Cousins and Ryan Tannehill. Do you want me to put him over like Lamar while I'm at it? Is that gonna make you happy?
I
I
thought
mean-
Mac was a top 10 guy last year. No,
Oh
just kidding.
man, I like Mac, but I don't like him that much. I also want to say I do think that Jimmy Garoppolo. Honestly, I think. Oh man, which I'll take Jimmy Garoppolo or Matt Ryan right now if you had to choose.
Jimmy.
Nah, right.
I agree with Jimmy on that. I think Jimmy would be a top 20 guy if he got traded.
Dude, he
somewhere.
almost brought them to wait, top 20 guy?
top 20. I'd put him right here at 20 over Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan's a weird quarterback.
I think he's just decent to. What, you got something to say? Oh, you got something to say? What about the Jimmy G thing?
Dude,
Isn't it Jimmy G over Matt Ryan?
Jimmy G.
Well, okay. Respectfully, like, what's this Matt Ryan you're thinking of? Because I think you're thinking of
The
a Matt Ryan
2016
from like a long time ago.
No, what?
Pull up Matt Ryan's numbers from last year.
He had a good year last
let's,
year.
let's think about Matt Ryan. He had a good year last year
Without
with a bottom 5 defense and bottom 5 weapons around him.
Bottom
And he
five
put up
is-
a good year. Yes,
Bottom 5?
Ridley was out like the whole
But he
year.
had
Russell
he had
Gage and Kyle
Pitts
Pitts.
and
That's
a lot of days of
Who
kids.
is that? Like I would know Kyle Pitts.
Russell Gage is solid. Let's not slap on
Yeah.
Russell Gage here.
But we're talking about weapons. That's on par with the Patriots. But you're talking about Matt Ryan, like literally, like I'm saying, like bottom 5, everything around him.
Okay, so where
Okay,
we
but
put Matt
no.
Ryan?
How many times did Matt Ryan throw the ball last year? You gotta think like they had no running game either, so they're gonna
And
be
they were down
positioned
by like
like
20 points.
So he threw the ball
20
like
points
probably
every
10
game.
times.
That's not
more than
my
everybody else.
that's not my fault.
But
Like,
yeah, no,
what?
but the production's gonna be skewed compared to these other guys because of that.
I mean, who are you
What do you
putting?
mean?
It's
No,
the
I-
NFL.
Who
I-
are you
I-
putting,
I-
who are you putting Matt Ryan over here? Who are you putting Matt Ryan over here? Really?
Trey Lance has played 2 games.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay.
There's
I think
no
he's
way
above
he should
Trey.
be above Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay.
With your argument for Hurts, you make Hurts sound like he can't even throw the ball. So
Okay,
Matt Ryan's
no,
above
he's-
Hurts.
Matt Ryan is not.
I put Matt Ryan at 18.
Okay, well that's 2 spots. You're debating over 2 spots.
I mean,
Yeah.
Hurts. I'm
I
saying.
feel like all those guys are interchangeable.
I don't think
tier
Hurts.
6
I don't
is
think
all-
Hurts can throw the
Except
ball that well,
Lance.
but I'll admit the scheme that they run with
Okay,
him
can
does
you-
work to an extent.
Can you admit that Lance is not a tier 6, tier 5 guy? Like he's not in the conversation with Hurts, Matt Ryan, and Jimmy.
He doesn't belong with Jared Goff, Davis Mills, Tua.
I think Trevor
Jalen
Lawrence is
Jones.
better than Trey Lance.
Oh,
No.
Well, hey.
no.
No. Listen, just
There's
hear me out.
No way.
Hear me
There's
out.
No way.
Hear me out.
Oh my.
Trevor Lawrence was the number 1 pick last year.
he was just put in a bad.
And he was
situation.
bad.
He was put in the worst situation in the NFL.
Oh, the what's it
The
called?
Bears was worse.
The Bears.
The
The
Bears
uh,
was worse.
No.
The
The
Panthers.
Jets was worse.
The Panthers. I'm like, they have
Who-
they
who-
have good. They DJ Moore and then that's it.
Who do the Jaguars have?
Christian Kirk now.
Now.
Okay, yeah, it was
Marvin
pretty bad.
Jones. They had
Marvin. No, okay. No. Marvin Jones is not it's not a good wide receiver. Let's just.
Okay, but I think situation is something that you do have to account for because like we can't just say, oh, if this guy had this guy and this guy, they would be a lot better. Like
Hey, I
you
mean,
have to
you-
judge them
you
on
think-
what
you
they're
think-
performing with.
I'm
like,
saying.
you think Fields had a better year.
But
than
I'm
Lawrence?
saying you're saying performing with
They were
Lance.
horrible.
I'm saying Lance didn't perform. Lawrence is.
Lance looked good. He looked good in the 2 games.
He threw like a 70-yard bomb to Debo.
And he's a
That was
he's
wide
a
open.
monster.
That was wide open,
He
by the
looks
way.
good. He looks
Hey,
good. He looked
he
good
made
in the
his-
games.
His
he
2 games were against like the Texans and like another nobody team.
Cardinals. Oh, Cardinals.
Yeah.
Nobody
He didn't
team,
play-
right?
Yeah.
Nobody team, right?
No.
Go watch Trey Lance this year. I guarantee you the scheme that they're going to run some San Francisco scheme. Kyle Shanahan's going to have some genius scheme.
Oh,
Trey
good
Lance is going to
stuff.
he's going to look incredible.
Okay,
You're
well, no.
gonna Eat your
Hey.
words.
Alex, where do you see Lance finishing at the end of the year?
I mean,
Is he gonna
If I-
jump
am I being
into a
If I hear all this, Shanahan is gonna create this massive guy. Like, he's
think
gotta be a
he-
top
I
10
think he
quarterback.
could easily hop into like or not easily. Let me take that back.
Be
Not-
careful.
Not easily. With the guy with his potential in this scheme that they're running in San Francisco, I could definitely see him hopping into like my Lamar range, my Joe Burrow range, my Dak Prescott range, my Derek Carr range.
Derek Carr.
100%.
You said
100%. Dak, yes, 100%. I can see it. I can see it. I could see him hopping into that 10 through 14 range for me. No doubt.
He's
No doubt.
played 2 games this whole year.
Okay, and some people last year would probably rank Trevor Lawrence as a top 10 quarterback or top 20
Trevor
quarterback before the
Lawrence.
year. I'm saying last year people were probably ranking Trevor Lawrence as a
Those
top
people are
20 guy.
done.
Okay, well they
You
were
can't
wrong.
rate. See, that's why you can't rank rookies as like top guys.
Well, I'm willing to put my rep on the line here, and I'm gonna. Yeah, you're acting like I put him like top 10.
You just said 10 through 14.
I'm saying if with his potential he could become that guy. There's no doubt.
Obviously.
Yeah, so
Obviously-
you asked me what I could see him jumping
I'm
to.
saying you said his potential could be a top 10. Yeah, because like Mac
Mariota come out of Oregon could have had top 1 potential.
Exactly.
You just said where could you see him finishing
After
at the end
next
of the
year, yeah, I don't see him next year finishing as a top 10 guy.
I said I didn't say top 10. I said in the 10 to 14 range.
10 to 14 range.
Okay, yeah, maybe 14 where he passes up Kirk, but I don't see him passing up Lamar, Derek Carr, Dak Prescott, and Burrow. None of those guys. Because all those guys are going to jump. Lamar's only going to get better.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sleeping.
I'm
I like Matt Ryan, but I'm
Matty Ice is playing in like one of the worst divisions this year, by the way. I'm just saying.
So is he leading them to the playoffs?
I think Matty Ice takes
I mean, yeah, the division is terrible.
Was the Jags, Texans,
Colts, and
Colts, and
They
Titans.
they traded for him. I mean, you can't. It's not about
they
the
traded a
situation.
3rd-round pick.
Alex. You can't blame the situation. Remember.
I'm not blaming the situation. I'm saying you got this image in your head of some Matt Ryan from a couple years ago, and he's just
You
not
got the
that
same
guy
as Trey
anymore.
Lance is about to be the next freaking Johnny Manziel.
I put Trey Lance 19th, and y'all act like I literally said Trey Lance is the greatest quarterback of all time.
Holy, you put him 19th. He played 2 games.
Okay, I put him above
Matt Ryan.
above old Matt Ryan. I put him above Jared Goff, Davis Mills, Tua, Daniel Jones.
also speaking
Carson
of bad
Wentz,
situations.
Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Mitchell Trubisky, Justin Fields, Mariota, the Seattle quarterbacks, and Sam Darnold.
But also speaking of bad situations, Goff. He was probably one of the worst situations in the league.
Okay, Goff is a decent 21 here. I'm not.
I'm saying I think Goff is better than Lance.
Y'all are just
I
some
think-
Trey Lance haters.
We're not
I think
Yes, y'all are. Y'all are
Lawrence. I
hating.
think Lawrence is better than Trey Lance.
Nah.
They
Okay.
traded 3 first-round picks to go draft this guy at number 3.
I'm with.
Look at this.
I don't think Trevor Lawrence is better than Trey Lance.
Yeah, there's no way.
I think it's Lance. I think it's Lance Mack.
So the
Trevor
guys
Fields.
from last year. You're saying okay. You're saying what? You're saying what?
Lance will be the number 1 guy out of that draft
I
class,
agree.
quarterback wise. Can we all agree on that? Or you
All
think
time,
Tebow?
all time, like through their whole career. Same with their
That's
whole
hard.
career, or just
That's
next
hard to
year?
project when not all of them have played full seasons. But like, if you were gonna say, you'd say Trey Lance is.
So you think potential wise?
Trey Lance with a loaded 49ers team, I think
That's
he's
what I'm
gonna have
saying.
he's gonna have a good year next
That's
year.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's not gonna
we
be-
all agree on that. He's not a top 10 guy. Top 10.
I never said he was
Okay,
a top 10
you said
guy.
10 through 14. He's not gonna pass up.
I
Burrow.
think it's possible.
Maybe
it's possible.
No, Carr's only gonna get better. Lamar's only gonna get better. Burrow, Dak, all young guys that are gonna get better.
I think Dak's.
Hey, man,
I think
can't
Dak's
do
gonna
better than Trey
regress.
Lance. To be honest.
Alright,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Trey Lance is. They traded 3 first-round picks to get this guy.
So
Like,
what would they trade? Doesn't matter.
What does that tell you that they think about him? And they're gonna put him in a position where it's gonna be so hard for him to fail. You know what? Let's just move on. You know, y'all can talk about some quarterback you want.
I want to talk about Vanilla Vic.
Oh, I love me some Danny Dimes.
I think he'll jump up a few spots in Alex's rankings.
Hey, you're speaking to the Daniel Jones fan club over here. I love me some Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones has a ton of potential, and I think the coaching change
I
is
think
honestly going to be really good for him.
he'll pass Mills. He'll pass Goff.
I think Tua's better than Mills right now too. Tua's gonna have a good
I think
season.
Tua sucks.
Shoot.
I don't think so.
Sucks.
I don't think so.
Okay, you can suck and have Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill and be decent.
Okay, here's what I don't understand. I don't understand how.
And get second.
I don't understand the hype around this Dolphins team. I don't understand what getting
What do you mean?
Tyreek. I don't get. I
Dude,
don't.
Tyreek opens up literally everything in your offense.
I don't understand what getting Tyreek Hill and Chase Edmonds does to boost the team up that much. Yeah, Tyreek Hill opens up some stuff, but what if a guy can't throw the ball, the deep ball to Tyreek Hill?
Okay,
you
well
might as
then-
well just leave him open.
Those screens then. I mean, shoot.
You give Tyreek the ball, he makes plays, he runs fast.
Him and Waddle.
Dude,
Just spam slants, dog.
that's what I'm
Slants.
saying. Bubble screens, slants,
They can
touch passes,
NFL teams can
handoffs.
cover that. If you can't throw the deep ball, he has no zip on his ball either. He throws a little freaking noodle. I mean,
I mean,
You saw how
Mills
you see
Mills is not better than
you
Tua.
see how wide open Tyreek gets down the field sometimes. Anybody can make that throw.
not Tua. He can't throw the
Dog.
ball past 40 yards. If he does, it's a little wobbler than any NFL quarterback can intercept. I have Mills over Tua all day. All day. I think Mills looked good last year. Way better than Tua did.
Yeah, he did look good.
You always talk about people that were just down 20-0 in the first quarter. That's the Texans right there. So Mills is throwing literally to guy the second.
Okay, but he did
second
progress a
team.
lot over the season. And he had a couple good games.
I'm a Texans fan. I want to see Mills do good. I mean, I'd be
I just
awesome.
don't see how you can just throw Mills over Tua when Tua adds a guy like Tyreek.
I mean,
Tyreek's
And
a,
Tua,
Tyreek's a
what,
top.
the Dolphins
top
what,
three
what
guy.
like 9-8 last year? What did they go last year?
not
Something
9-8. Something in mid. That's all I know.
They,
No, they won. I
they-
think they won 10 games last year.
They did not win 10 games.
Miami Dolphins record.
No way.
They won 10-7.
9-8,
9-8. I was
yeah.
right on with that. Yeah, 9-8.
Okay, they got their 2 free wins from the Jets. They probably beat up on some crappy other teams. I mean,
and then you add Tyreek. Like Tyreek wins you games. That's how effective he is.
okay,
I
I
also
think
got
I think
Patriots
Tyreek.
and the
I think y'all are reacting to the Tyreek thing.
Tyreek is a top 3
We've
guy.
never seen Tyreek not attached to a top 2 quarterback in the league.
Alex Smith?
Was he with Alex Smith?
Yes.
He wasn't as relevant, that's for sure. He wasn't as good with Alex Smith as he was with Mahomes.
No comment.
Didn't Alex Smith throw for 5,000 yards?
No comment.
Okay, Alex Smith was miles better than Tua. That's what I'm saying here.
Okay, we said a top 2 quarterback.
Okay,
Tyreek is a guy that can
you think that?
fly with
I
anybody.
don't think
after that.
Tyreek's production that he had in KC is gonna stay. Is gonna go over to
Obviously, you go to KC.
That's
you
what I'm
put him on-
saying.
Okay, yeah, but he's still that guy. Like he's still gonna burn through your best corner,
He's still gonna catch for probably 1,200 yards, probably 80 receptions,
and then probably 10 touchdowns because he wants to.
I don't know. I just don't
I
think.
think,
I
think
don't-
Waddle's right behind him.
I
with
just don't
like
think. I just
70,
don't think Tua's. I
1,000.
don't think Tua's any good. I just
Okay,
don't.
but
I
we're
don't
talking wide receiver talent and just like pure offensive like guys. Gesicki, who's really good. I think Gesicki's
And
good.
they got a new coach.
I mean, I agree with you,
New
but
scheme.
I just don't see where's the upside like with Tua. Like
Ryan
I don't
Force.
see
Ryan
it.
Force is also a a defensive coach, and I think adding Mike McDaniel's to that
I
scheme.
mean, I just watch Tua, and I see first of all, I see like very little athleticism. He can't run, and then I just don't see a strong arm, and I don't see good decision making. I just I
You don't think he can improve?
I think he can improve,
You don't
but
think he can improve and clear out Mills and Goff?
I think definitely. But if I'm going into the season, I think Goff and Mills are both better quarterbacks
Okay,
than him right
So
now.
Mills and the
But I just want-
Dolphins
I just want you to look
would
at this.
win more games than Tua?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
I honestly think so. I honestly
Okay.
think so.
Valid take.
I
guess.
think the running game gets way opened up with Mike McDaniel's,
Who with who? With what running backs?
Chase Edmonds.
Chase Edmonds is
Raheem-
not. It's not.
Raheem Mostert?
Oh, Raheem Mostert has had one game in his life with over 20 carries, and he's hurt.
Wait, what did he do to him?
It's against the Packers in
Yeah.
the NFC Championship. Yeah, Chase Edmonds isn't a guy who's gonna go and bulk up 20 carries.
He's a scat back, exactly.
Exactly. So how's it gonna boost up the running game?
Because dude, that whole team,
Stretches like getting to
dude,
outside.
that whole
That's
team is
that's
just full of playmakers.
literally.
that Dolphins team is probably like an 8-win team, 7 or 8-win team.
So you think they
Probably.
regret? You think they get worse adding Tyreek and Chase Edmonds?
I think
How? Like how?
I looked at their schedule, and I think, when I looked at their schedule, I want to say I had them at 7-10 or 8-9. I want to say that's what I
see
had.
how you can lose more games while adding Tyreek.
Well, I don't think. I think it had to do with the teams around them got a lot better.
And they added. Oh yeah, and they got that new guy from San Fran.
Mike McDaniel's. Yeah.
Mike
I wouldn't be
McDaniel.
surprised if the Jets dropped them off this year. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if the
Alright.
Jets dropped them off this year. I think the Patriots could sweep. I think they could legitimately.
Finish last in the division. You're
Yeah.
gonna say that?
I think that could happen.
You think they're gonna?
No.
Dude, there's a chance they jump up to number 2.
I don't
There's a
think,
chance they take out the Patriots.
I don't think they take out the Patriots.
There's definitely a chance.
I think I could see the Patriots and the Bills both sweeping the Dolphins easily.
Hey, I'd like that.
Easily.
Easily. I just
I don't
don't
know,
understand
bro.
the hype of the Dolphins.
Because I don't think you can overlook adding Tyreek,
And
which is
and,
what I think you're doing.
and another year of Jalen Waddle. Like he was a rookie last year.
Did he get 1,000 yards last year, or close to it?
I want to say.
I mean,
With
yeah,
two
but
guys as
that's-
guy.
the wide receivers when they don't have a good quarterback are not going to be as productive in terms of winning games. Yeah, Jalen Waddle was really productive, but
They went
Really
9
productive
they went
as-
9-8 last year.
As the number 1 guy too. When
Okay.
you add Tyreek, that takes a lot of stress off
the
you
amount of
getting
targets
double.
he was like top 5 in targets. He's not going to get that many targets again. this year.
Respectfully, yeah, as he should be.
I know, but I'm saying like
Who else is on the Dolphins?
I don't
last
think
year,
I just don't think that Tua is going to be able to elevate this team to a really good team just because they get a good wide receiver.
I could see.
Honestly,
I could see 3 AFC East teams making the playoffs.
I
Did they add a
especially-
spot?
I don't
That
see
new
the
spot,
Dolphins.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they added a new spot.
I don't see the Dolphins. There's no
I should have
no Dolphins for me, man.
I think they have a higher. I think they have a higher chance of jumping to number 2 than losing their division.
Yeah. I'd say that.
Okay, I don't think it's very unlikely they lose their division, but I see them finishing third. Third.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Third-
third
yeah,
in the
third,
AFC
that's
East
not a real
could make.
No,
it could
but
make the
well,
playoffs.
I'm saying I see them finishing third with like a losing record,
Okay.
a close losing record.
So you think the Bills and the Patriots are both 11+ win teams?
I think the Patriots are a 10-win team. Bills are easy 11+ win teams.
So you have Miami and New York being under 500.
Yes.
Okay.
You also have to think about some of the teams in the AFC and how much better they got. Look at how much better the Raiders got, the Broncos got,
The
the
whole AFC
Chargers
North
got,
got.
the whole
Yeah.
AFC.
I think. Oh,
Moving on, bottom three.
Mariota's on the
Mariota's
Falcons.
on the
now.
Falcons. We got Mariota on the Falcons, the Seahawks quarterback room, and then very last.
Honestly, I think
Sam
Mariota.
Darnold.
I think Mariota's better than Fields. I think when Mariota stepped in for like
You know, I actually
on
like
their-
that. I do
on
like
their
that.
on their RPO plays and whatever they did, dude was balling.
I think for me, the guys at the bottom are just like a dart throw. Like I really don't see much. I think all three of those, or not the Falcons. I don't think the Falcons should trade for a quarterback.
dude,
But I think for the Seahawks-
said he said he's an elite quarterback.
He's not an elite
I believe
quarterback. I don't know what he thinks. He's not an elite quarterback.
Yeah, maybe
I
he
think both the
thinks too.
Seahawks and Carolina could benefit from trading for Garoppolo. Not Baker though. Baker sucks. Baker for me is probably below like Mitchell Trubisky. Honestly,
Ouch.
Baker sucks. And he's a. We don't like Baker over here. At least I don't. That's for damn sure.
I mean,
Garoppolo
you think that personally?
can succeed in Seattle.
Garoppolo.
They have a good.
That's what I'm saying. I think they should trade for Garoppolo
I think they should too, but will the 49ers
think
trade
I'll
in division?
I think you're overrating Garoppolo ahead.
in division.
Overrating Garoppolo? I don't think
In
so.
division. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for us. Thanks for tuning in for our top quarterbacks, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.